Let's be honest for a second. In 2026, the dating world is, well, it's a bit of a dumpster fire. Most men today are walking around with a massive case of choice fatigue. We are swimming in a sea of perfect social media profiles, filtered photos, and dating scripts so predictable we could practically recite them in our sleep. How was your weekend? What do you do for fun? I love travel and tacos. Groundbreaking stuff, right? But here's the thing most women miss. Because every guy has seen the same perfect mask 1,000 times, he's become biologically numb to it. He's on autopilot. But then, every once in a blue moon, he meets an anomaly. A woman who doesn't play by the collective rules. A woman who flips a switch in his brain that he didn't even know was there. Today, I'm taking you behind the curtain. I'm going to give you the 5 contrast triggers that disrupt a man's autopilot and make him realize, within minutes, that you are a rare asset he cannot afford to lose. We aren't talking about tips or tricks. We're talking about the hidden code of the male psyche. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Trigger number 1, the digital ghost strategy. Trigger number 1 is something I call the digital ghost strategy. Now, look, I know we live in an era of, if you didn't post it, did it even happen? But in the world of high-level attraction, information scarcity is your greatest ally. Most women, and men to be fair, narrate their entire lives in real time. If I know what you had for breakfast, what your workout playlist sounds like, and exactly which candle you just lit in your living room because I saw it on your stories, why do I need to take you to dinner to find out who you are? The mystery is already solved. And for a man, once the mystery is solved, the hunt is over. To be the anomaly, you need to stop being so accessible. I'm not saying play games or ignore his texts for 3 days like it's 2005. I'm saying be a ghost when you're apart and a legend when you're together. When you're with him, give him 100% of your presence. Put the phone away. Make him feel like the center of the universe. But the second you walk away, you vanish. No checking in texts every 2 hours. No just thinking of you memes every morning. I promise you, if I don't know exactly where you are or what you're thinking for a few hours, my imagination is going to start doing the heavy lifting for you. I'll be sitting at my desk wondering, what is she doing? Who is she with? Why hasn't she texted me a picture of her latte yet? That wonder is where desire grows. If you want him to crave you, you have to give him the space to actually miss you. Trigger number 2, the emotional maturity contrast. Most modern dating is defined by what I call reactionary energy. It's a cycle of panic, jealousy, passive aggression, and testing each other. A guy pulls away a little bit because he's busy at work, and the woman panics and sends a, "Is everything okay?" text. Or he mentions a female coworker and she gets snarky. Men are used to this. In fact, many men expect it. But when you meet a man's pulling away with total, unshakable calm, it's like a glitch in the matrix for us. Being the anomaly means having the ability to state a boundary with a smile and a soft voice. It's about being high signal, low noise. Let's say he tries to pull a last minute, "Hey, you up? Wanna hang out?" at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. Most women who really like a guy will scramble to say yes because they don't want to lose him. The anomaly? She says, "I'd love to see you, but I don't really do last-minute hangouts. Let me know if you want to plan something for Thursday instead." Notice what happened there. There was no attitude. No, "How dare you text me this late?" No lecture. Just a soft, grounded wall. When a woman isn't shaken by a man's behavior, when she stays grounded in her own worth and her own schedule, it signals to his primal brain that she is the prize, not the hunter. It shows us you aren't easily shaken. And believe me, a woman who can't be easily manipulated or panicked is the most attractive thing on the planet. Trigger number 3, the internal standard. This brings us to trigger number 3, the sovereign standard. This is the refusal to compete. Listen closely because most women get this wrong. They think to win a high-value man, they have to prove they are better than the other women. They try to show off their career, their body, or how cool they are compared to his ex. But the moment you enter a competition, you've already lost. Why? Because competing implies that he is the judge and you are the candidate. An anomaly doesn't care about the roster. She doesn't care about who else is in his DMs. She operates on her own internal clock. If a man starts acting distracted, or if he mentions another woman to see if he can get a rise out of you, don't get jealous. Don't ask questions. Just become less interested. You aren't punishing him. You are simply a woman with a high standard for where she places her attention. If the energy in the room shifts from high quality to games, you just check out. You withdraw your attention because he is no longer meeting your internal standard. When a man realizes that he doesn't just have your attention by default, that he has to maintain a certain level of excellence to keep you engaged, he will stop looking at other women and start focusing entirely on how not to lose you. It flips the script instantly. Instead of you wondering if you're good enough for him, he's left wondering if he's still good enough for you. Trigger number 4, the gentle claim, non-sexual physicality. Now, let's talk about something a bit more tactile. Trigger number 4 is what I call the gentle claim. In the modern dating landscape, physical contact has become incredibly binary. It's either 0, meaning you're sitting across from each other like you're at a corporate job interview, or it's highly sexual. There is almost no middle ground. And because there's no middle ground, most men feel a strange tension. They're either bored or they're overpressured. The anomaly? She knows how to occupy the gray space. The gentle claim is about using touch that isn't a sexual proposition, but a signal of proprietary comfort. Think about it. When you're walking through a crowded bar and you briefly place your hand on the small of his back to navigate past someone, or when you're talking and you reach out to fix a stray hair or adjust his tie, what are you doing? You aren't saying, let's go home right now. You are saying, I am comfortable with you. You belong in my space. To a man, these micro touches are incredibly powerful. They trigger our primal mate guarding instinct. When you claim us in small, non-sexual ways, our brain chemistry shifts. We start to feel a sense of protection and duty toward you. It creates a loop where we want to stay close to you just to keep receiving those small hits of validation. We're simple creatures, ladies. If you treat us like we're yours before we've even had the talk, our subconscious usually just goes, yeah, okay, I guess I'm hers now. It feels natural, not forced. Trigger number 5, the selective mirror, the gift of presence. We've reached the final and perhaps most potent trigger, the selective mirror. In 2026, the rarest resource on the planet isn't money or time, it's uninterrupted attention. Everyone is distracted. Everyone is looking over their shoulder for the next best thing. Most men go through their entire day being managed or ignored. The anomaly is a woman who gives the gift of intense presence. When you are with him, you turn on the mirror. You look him in the eyes. You listen to the subtext of what he says, not just the words, but the meaning behind them. You make him feel like the only man in the room. When he's with you, he feels 10 feet tall because your attention is reflecting his best self back to him. But here is where most women miss the mark. They give this attention 24/7. And when you give a gift all the time, it loses its value. The anomaly uses sudden withdrawal. When the date is over, or when you have to go back to your life, that mirror flips off. You don't linger. You don't send 10 follow-up texts about how great the night was. You leave him in the cold, so to speak. Think of it like a high-frequency drug. You gave him a hit of the most intense, focused attention he's had all week. He felt seen, understood, and powerful. And then, you vanished back into your digital ghost mode. Now he's sitting on his couch alone, and the room feels a lot quieter than it did 20 minutes ago. He is going to become obsessed with getting back into your light. He will replay the conversation in his head, wondering when he can get that feeling back. That is how you turn interest into devotion. Let's bring it all home. Desire isn't built by being the best version of what everyone else is doing. It's built by being the anomaly. Most women think they need to do more makeup, more career success, more cool girl energy. But the truth is, you need to do less of what the crowd is doing. You become a woman who represents a higher level of existence. A woman who challenges him, respects herself, and provides a depth of connection that he simply cannot find anywhere else. I've seen men leave perfect women for women who use these triggers. It's not about fairness. It's about how our brains are hardwired. When you stop trying to fit into his world and start inviting him into yours, on your terms, the power dynamic shifts forever. Stay classy, stay confident, and remember, the chase only ends when you decide it does. I'm El Rakason, and I'll see you in the next one.